Alright. Well, let's go to the drugstore. Let's might as well get that going. Nothing too interesting. Alright, well, we never talked to y'all. Should lesser demons be put in the same category as proper demons? That's a very intriguing question. Lesser demons, as with proper demons, are inconsistent with the fundamental principles of the human realm. This is because the only thing requiring to sustain their lives is demon essence. And one very big difference from normal demons is that lesser demons reproduce using human stuff. Now, proper demons can apparently do this as well, but I'm told it's considered taboo in the demon realm. Essentially, while lesser demons don't possess the intelligence to uphold taboos, they don't differ at all from normal demons. In that sense, you could say that they're effectively demons in all but name. And yet, both we and those church goons put lesser demons in the same category as wandering spirits. The reason? Because they're weak. But things change if some AA gives up his stuff to make it stronger and the thing ends up bringing out of control. Though I doubt there are actually weirdos who are into doing something like that. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Human depravity has no bounds. What's this? There's a weird machine here. Okay. Hey, have you ever seen a derived demon before? You haven't? Well, they're not spotted very often, so that's understandable. I'm told that they're created when a regular, lesser demon living in a dungeon reaches level 30. You can think of it like a being that splits off or divides out of the original lesser demon's body. Though their form carries the general characteristics of the original, their appearance is quite different. Their method of taking vitality from humans is also apparently completely different. Still, you're not going to see one unless you repeatedly lose to a lesser demon and raise its level. If you're curious and want to know more about all this, come talk to me again. Okay. What would you like to know about derived demons? What are they? They're a phenomenon where lesser demon uses reproduction to produce a new form of lesser demon, with completely different characteristics. You can say they're split off from the original lesser demon. Though their form carries the general characteristics of the original, their appearance is quite different. The method of taking vitality from humans is also apparently completely different. One big difference to know is that all the vitality acquired by the derived demons gets absorbed by the original lesser demon. So saying that this new entity is an offshoot of the original is not quite accurate. It's more like they're a subordinate extension of the original. What would you like to know about derived demons? How do I find one? Derived demons are created by normal lesser demons, expending magic power to help them reproduce more. However, lesser demons themselves don't normally have enough magic to do this. Lesser demons themselves use a considerable amount of magic to maintain their bodies, which puts a limit on this ability. In other words, they can only do this when they have a surplus of magic available to them. You understand what I'm getting at? You'll never see a derived demon grace your path unless you empower a lesser demon by letting it drain your levels. If I had to put a number on it, I say if it reaches level 30 or higher, it'll definitely produce a derived demon for you. But with how weak lesser demons are, it could only end up reaching that level if you decide to lose on purpose. I've never seen them appear otherwise. Would you like to know where can I find them? Although derived demons exist to help broaden a lesser demon's activity range, their low levels of magic mean they don't actually range out very far from their original. If the derived demon had been created, it should be on the same floor as the original. There's also no chance that it will be any more active in its movements than its parents. If you really want to find it, using enemy sonar item would be the best way to track it. If you see something other than the original lesser demon saying still on the map, that's probably your target. What happens if I lose to one? Derived demons are entities that specialize in draining vitality. To put it another way, they don't possess the capacity to kill their partners. Its nature doesn't even allow it to weaken them to death. But simply, if you just lose to one, it won't do anything in particular to you. In fact, will look after you until you wake up. This is because lesser demons cherish entities that get their vitality to them. However, should you give your body and soul utterly to it, you'll end up with the same fate as you would losing to the original. In other words, you'll end up as the property of the original lesser demon. But something fascinating happens while derived demons are looking after their partners. They'll apparently give a piece of their own body to their partner as proof that they owe the human. I've seen reports that those items are the same raw materials filled with demonic essence obtained from defeating lesser demons. So you're effectively getting the same item drop as you would from the original. So if you need to get certain materials from a lesser demon, but it's too much to handle, having a derived demon drain you might be a far easier option. If you target a lesser demon has too many levels, you may get to the point where being squeezed by a derived demon is your only option. Oh, and by the way, every level that gets drained by a derived demon ends up going to the original. The more you rely on the derived demon to get your materials, the less chance you have of ever defeating the original. I guess that's just the compromise you'll have to make. Can they be beaten? Derived demons are lesser demons that specialize in squeezing vitality out from their partners, so they have basically no combat ability. But their specialization means any human males that approach too close will end up submitting to them. The thought of giving in and being drained will seem fine to the male. It doesn't matter how physically strong they are or how strong their will might be. If the potential partner has any capacity to breed, they will submit. That's the terrifying power of derived demons. To sum up, if a man gets close enough to a derived demon to initiate activity, it doesn't matter whether he's a saint or a hero, he has zero chance of winning. On the bright side, derived demons are aware of their complete lack of combat ability, which means they won't attempt to attack unless you blunder too close. As long as you don't interact with them inside a dungeon, they won't pose any danger. But if you do touch them, it makes no guarantee for what happens next. Alright, nothing right now. Interesting. I don't really have much of a desire to repeatedly lose to those. I mean, I guess it's basically just a copy of the same thing. We'll see. You make frequent use of the pharmacy. The everyday medicines sold from there were all actually developed by me. Don't worry, I haven't put anything weird in them. All of them were scientifically and chemically formulated to not have any adverse side effects on the human biology. My Astron series of products in particular is a masterpiece. The ingredients are wonderfully compatible with biology. I'm sure it'll keep selling well for decades to come. Indeed it does. Alright. Anything else? I don't think so. You've been awaiting your arrival, Richard. Would you like a cup of tea? I believe that's the sort of rule for entertaining guests. No, I'm fine. I don't plan on hanging around here too long anyway. You don't need any tea, Machina. Just quickly get to the point. That's why Richard Kuhn's here. My goodness. Just because I gave you access rights to browse the database doesn't mean you can look up all sorts of unnecessary things. Very well. I shall get to the topic at hand. This is about the truck accident 8 years ago, or rather, the accident that is said to have happened. To summarize the information scattered around town, there was apparently a truck and trailer that rode into the side. It's believed that an explosion from within its cargo was the cause. As for survivors, the only witness accounts are of you and Torodon. And other than that, only one individual was seen being taken from the scene in a comatose state by an ambulance. So that survivor might know something about me or Torodon, assuming they haven't lost their memories like I did. But didn't you say that there weren't any records of anyone being taken to a hospital? So where could they have been taken? And that's the problem. Based on the description of the witness gave, I think I already have a lead on that ambulance. Since you're a holy man, I'll get straight to the point. The ambulance belongs to a private hospital run by group Mother Devil. Yep, Mother Devil, who worshipped Queen Harpy. Mother Devil? And the group at the head of that religious organization the church has designated as dangerous? That's the one. A bona fide cult. They regularly offer up humans as sacrifices to demons. Apparently your survivor is still hospitalized in that psychiatric hospital those guys run to this day, if he's being treated at all. Even my employer, Sumeragi, doesn't want anything to do with Mother Devil if they can help it. The last thing they want is to have rumors starting. But Dr. Yui, Sumeragi Heavy Industries has been classified by the church as an organization of concern much the same as Mother Devil, has it not? Don't complicate the conversation, Machina. If it's really Mother Devil running the show over there, things could turn violent quickly if they picked up on the fact that you're affiliated with the church. They are going to need a reason to be meeting a patient you have no connection or authority over. They probably won't believe that this person's a key witness in a truck accident that the police scrubbed from the record. The followers of the Mother Demon cult believe that being swallowed up and absorbed into a demon cleanses the human soul. Since they do not have a research division like Sumeragi, they likely would have no interest in your demon emblem if you showed it to them like you did with us. No way! So what'll we do? Looks like it's my time to shine! I just happen to have some secret pull with Mother Devil that Sumeragi doesn't know about. Using my connections, I should be able to get in direct contact with their founder. I'll put in a good word for you. The founder? How on earth? I told you before why I'm here. I want to know all about humans and their world, and I greedily acquire technology as a means to achieve that goal. I'm willing to work with even the most immoral of groups if they help satisfy my curiosity. Even if it means having cults like Mother Devil as a client. However, it may be difficult to conceal Richard's background as a priest from them. I believe this will cause problems with the negotiations. Well, it probably won't happen in a day, and though I'm confident negotiations will go well, I'll unfortunately have to keep all this from Sumeragi. This is our only real chance to get information about Richard's past, and by extension that emblem. I can't let this opportunity pass me by. So there you have it, Richard Kuhn. Think you can give me some time to hash things out with them? Only if you're okay with it, of course. Can I trust you, Dr. Yui? You mean you don't? I'll certainly do anything to further my research, for your emblem is no exception. We're both using each other here. Our relationship is one of give and take. Surely you have no objection to that. Understood. Please go ahead with your plan. Great. I'll get started on the negotiations right away. Hopefully I can get us a result as soon as possible. We'll get in touch with you again through your phone when things are ready to go. Expect good news. Alright. That's out of the way. Well... if I want to see what those things look like, I guess I need to go... start with the public cemetery, since we have less reason to go back there now. I got some levels to be drained anyway. So, might as well. Alright. Actions. Do nothing. Alright. Continuing with the main story. I got the last thing. Alright, I need to heal and get some levels back. Alright, back to level 30. I don't think that it would be back yet. Nope. Oh, that's gotta be it. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Well, I don't have any stamina left. I'm a husk! You ain't getting nothing! I'll have to come back later if I ever want to see it. Alright. Let's get out of here. Alright. I'm under my pillow. Weird bronze statue. Succubus. Yes. Where am I? This is a dream. Look around. We're a bunch of sheep. To be precise, we're in a place that's deeper than where you guys normally go when you dream. Not that you really need to care about something like that or anything. What does matter is that Hypnosama has summoned you. That's why we brought you here. Hypnosama? She is the god, or goddess, I suppose, of sleep. You guys would think of her as a demon, I believe. Not that any of this stuff matters either way, really. Hypnosama is an entity who is intimately involved with humanity. I mean, humans can't live without sleep, right? That's the kind of relationship you have with her. Without her, the majority of living things in the human realm couldn't continue to exist. Not to mention a sheep here, so try not to do anything rude around here, alright? That man talked about a demon in charge of sleep, so he was telling the truth. You over there, child of man, Richard. Yep, there she is. She's a big lady. Turning my gaze further ahead, I saw a huge demon lounging on her side, practically blending in with the stark white fluff background. Actually, has she been there the whole time? She's so big it's hard to get a sense of just how far away she is. I am Hypnos, the goddess who governs sleep and brings about equality to those bestowed with life in the night. But that is neither here nor there. What is much more interest is that a servant of God has been summoned here. A certain man asked me for help. He told me that a demon appeared in his dreams every night to tempt him into a pleasant sleep. But he was worried about the danger of a demon tempting him into depravity, so he came to me, a holy man, to ask for guidance. However, at the same time, you'd also cured him of his insomnia, which he is very grateful. So I ask you, would you please release him? That's what I've come here to convey to you. I see. You've come to discharge your duties as a holy man, or so you say. You may rest assured, without the bronze statue I am unable to appear before him, for that is the medium through which I work. He suffered from lack of sleep, and I took pity upon him, traveling to your reality to intervene. I never had any intention of trapping him here with me. You may take that bronze statue and place it where human hands will not reach. Keeping it as your own personal effect will also suffice. But, whatever the reason humans come to my space, they always receive my blessing. No harm shall come to you, for you I shall give you a most pleasant sleep. Now soften your heart. I, the very essence of sleep itself, shall now begin the baptism of your soul. Talk about an intro. Huh? She's massive! Now she's standing up, she's much, much taller than I thought she'd be. She's gotta be almost 10 feet tall. And on top of that, her huge chest swinging around in front of me could easily crush my upper body. Facing off against me like this will not prevent you to offer up your body to me. You know the word drowsiness, yes? It is rather difficult for a human to resist. Sleep is an essential element of human life. I am an entity that bestows it. I shall lower you into a tranquility of deep sleep in the sea of my fluffy wool. Gah! Huh? Where's the emblem? You are in my space. You are both in your dream and in mine. As a result, you are powerless in this place. Your prayers and entreaties will reach neither God nor the demonic within you. Now then, accept my brand. All the strength is leaving my body. Having received my brand, you have been marked as my property for the night. Even the use of your own body is dependent on my permission. Now let us enjoy ourselves. The night is yet long. Continue with the main story. Gain pleasant sleep stats. Overslept. Sluggish stats effect removed. Slept through the morning. About succubus encounters. By going to sleep with the lack of sleep stats effect, or by putting a summoning item under your pillow, you can summon a succubus when you go to bed. Though you're presented with the battle screen, there's essentially nothing you can do to them. It's a given that you'll be level drained at least once. Yeah, all the way back to level 1! The following things will happen the next day. You have the pleasant sleep stats effect for the day. you'll start with one less block of time. If you don't want to encounter succubus, then you'll either need to avoid repeatedly staying out at night, or buy medicine to improve your health before it worsens too much. Alright. So yes, the best item in my opinion. Because, sure, you wake up a time block later, and you can't stay out at night tonight, but the night before, you get full use of the day and full use of the night. Whereas before, you couldn't stay out at night at all without facing any penalties. So I see this as an absolute win. It's minus 1 to the next day, but plus 3 the day before, getting a plus 2 overall. So it's an absolute win.